Okay, so I've decided to make a new video, just updating about me, you know what I mean? Again, just for myself kind of thing. But yeah, I just wanna recapitulate, all the stuff I've been up to recently and have an extension of the video I made a year ago, but one that's up to date. Yeah. Okay, I just bugged out the camera. I don't know what I was doing, but yeah, I'm pretty tired, so this one's probably gonna be much shorter. But yeah, I'm just gonna talk about all of the stuff I've been doing and talk about me. Also, I want to do a mandatory room tour because that's something I really liked in the last one, because I got to see, don't mind the dogs. I got to see, my room for what it was back in those times, and it brought back memories. Like, it brings back memories to look at it now. Like my room a year ago, but this is it right now. Got my books up here. Books there. Got all my things. Oh my god. Some of my drawings. Yeah. Lizzie just chilling over there. My boy Yugi, Marek, Kaiba. The boys. Drawing for my sister. I'm watching Bruce right now because he's finally streaming again after ages. And yeah, I just had this Mogu Mogu, which was genuinely ass. Cause look, this is strawberry and cream. I thought that I was picking up the lychee flavor because it's the same color, but this was strawberries and cream, which I don't even. It was 0 sugar, so it just tasted trash. It just tasted like pure trash. Like, it tasted genuinely did not taste nice at all to me. But yeah, but yeah, I want to put the camera down a bit. I don't want to put the camera down and speak. I just hold it. But actually no, I want to put it down. Yeah, still recording. Where do I want to put it? Here? Yeah, here. That should be good. Yeah. So I guess I can start by talking about just how I'm feeling overall, mentally, and just in my essence towards what life is and everything. And I would say, compared to a year ago, I feel like I've completely metamorphosized myself, basically. So I used everything which I was doing back then, everything I was going through and everything I was learning about to build upon myself and become a better representation and embodiment of what I deem to be closer to being the perfect version of myself and the best version of myself. I say perfect version of myself because I like to think of one of my aims, or my overarching aim of everything, to be like becoming the true self-embodiment of perfection, of my own individual perfection. That's why it's the self-embodiment, but it's an embodiment and not a true attaining of perfection, because you can't really attain perfection. You can attain it to the best of your ability, because we're fundamentally we're not omnipotent, we only have potency within ourselves to exact upon that potential and make the most of everything we have to offer. Let me check if it's still on. Yeah, still rolling. Nice. But yeah, everything we have to offer. And I say offer, more so everything we have the potential to do. But again, I'm sleepy, so this might not roll off the tongue well. But yeah, I mean, if I think back to a year ago, I was very, very just sad about typical things that everyone goes through: heartbreak and being separated from my family just because of going to uni, which is, it's normal. Those two things are extremely normal and sort of happen to everyone, especially during the time of moving out. Whichever time that is, there's no definite time that someone moves out at all, but for me this is what I've been experiencing, or rather what I did experience last year, because it was 2023 when I was super duper sad boy, like straight Bart Simpson wearing Supreme with like a blunt in his mouth and like X playing, like Shiloh Dynasty playing. That's how I was feeling a lot in 2023, and then a lot in 2024 as well. But once it hit summer, that's when I started to look into myself, and I could feel myself growing at a really, really, really intensely rapid rate, because I had seen all of my sadness and my insecurities from the earlier period of 2024, and I I looked at them and I thought, what am I getting wrong? What am I doing, or what part of my attitude doesn't suffice to keep me, okay? Because I wouldn't say I was okay in the general sense, in the relative sense, but, I had my relative sadnesses. Also, hold on, I'm gonna save this. Okay, I wanted to save that just in case some glitch happened and I lost everything I just said. But yeah, all of my sadnesses from the earlier period of 2024, which were all results of myself, and results of me basically not having an adequate sense of security within my own emotions and my own character. And the way that played out was obviously, again, heartbreak and growing close to someone who, you develop an attraction and me an obsession for, because that's what I did. And I guess I used to be very obsessive, which I've sort of rid myself of now. I don't think I can even possibly feel those sorts of things anymore, to the degree that I used to. Not the obsession, because I have since developed such an intense sense of independence and self-sufficiency that, to a degree, the mere idea of me even being dependent on anyone who isn't my, say, immediate family, it just repulses me to a degree. It repulses me. I always want to be my own person, and I would want, in kind, the partner I would be with to be their own person, unapologetically. I wouldn't want anyone to change at all. Maybe if it's in a mutually positive way, but But yeah, I've just gained such an intense level of self-sufficiency. I know who I am. I know what I stand for. I know what my word is. I know what my goal is in life. I know what I want to do. I know what grounds me. You know, if someone asked me, what's your meaning of life existentially, I think I'd know exactly what to say, because it's something I've been thinking about a lot, as I think when you do go through emotionally intense periods, it does force you to adapt to a life which is different to the security which you once had. And I think that's something which people should always grow towards. And I think it's sad because a lot of the time it catches people off guard and they can't handle it, which is normal. It's human. It's extremely human. I just think for me, I want to be able to get to a point where I am actually, I'm thinking, I was going to say I want to get to a point where I want to feel so secure in my emotions that I don't really fear sadness and I don't become overwhelmed by it, but I don't think that's possible. No, I think it's possible, but I'm not sure if I'd want that. I think that's a fundamental part of humanity, is the fragility in the face of deep grief or deep turmoil, you know. But I want to get to the point, even still, where I'm comfortable, I'm equanimitous amongst all hardship, because I have to be. You know, I need to sorry. Wait. I need to be better than I was before. Shout out Preview. But I need to be better than I was before, in the sense of, before I didn't have my senses of security which I would have in place to make sure I'm not dependent on anyone else or dependent on any necessity, like, of emotion within anything external, whether that be a person, a state of living, you know, wealth, or anything like that. I want to be equanimitous, no matter what, you know. I don't want my happiness and fulfillment to be conditional. I want it to be something in tune with, I guess, self-actualization, but also like eudaimonia in a damn, I don't know how you coin that term, probably Aristotle or something, but yeah, conceptually that sounds to what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's what I want. Hold on, let me save this again. Okay, I want to change the view as well, because I don't even know what position the camera was in just then. It could have been a really unflattering angle, which I wouldn't really care about, but which way is this gonna be? Shit. Fuck it, I'm just gonna hold it. Actually, I don't know. So indecisive, man. I think it's because it's late. Ugh. I don't know. Mate, I don't know, bro. Fuck it, I'm just gonna put it out. There we go. Actually, I want to put it over here. I accidentally turned it off, but this should be good. Oh shit! I also don't know if the microphone on this phone is any good at all. That's a bit worrying. Oh, shout out Rodri though. Blessed me with this phone. Very grateful. But yeah. I mean, yeah. Anyways, moving on from that. I think I've been thinking about a lot of things recently. Very existential things. Like mortality. The mortality of myself, the people around me. It's something I don't think I can stop thinking about. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Because, you know, contemplating death it's okay. Death is something which everybody you read about in a history book has gone through it. You know, most people who have ever existed have gone through it. Significantly more. Everybody. So I think on an individual level, I don't fear it at all. I've been battling with that, I think, for the past few months. Just thinking about it to myself, you know, not in a negative way at all, just conceptually and thinking about what it means to me. But I think I am comfortable with the idea of death now. Just as a thought to myself. But the only thing I would have a problem with is obviously the grief of my family members and how it would affect them. Dude, this makes it sound like I'm having dark thoughts. I'm not having any dark thoughts. This is just like it's like a thought experiment for me. But yeah. I mean, another reason I've been thinking about it a lot is because I've been thinking about how someone can go from being in, say, a society like mine, which is not perfect by any means at all, but someone who can go from, you know, being in a society like mine and then eventually along the way developing a incredible darkness which floods their entire sense of the world, an entire experience of the world in a very negative way, such that it consumes them. You know, I've been thinking about that a lot because I want to get to the point where I'm able to see that in people, like just to see them, and then you can see that they're suffering, and then I want to be able to say the right thing that can help steer them into the light. Ultimately, some people need to save themselves, but I don't think it's black and white. I think what you say to someone in that position can have a true impact on them. Yes, they still need to have some sovereignty upon themselves to enact that change, but we're social animals and we learn by seeing others. So I think if I can say the right things to someone, then that can help them. But yeah, bro, I can't. I'm so sorry, but look, this guy always appears on my reels. He's just hilarious. I fuck with him. Anyways, yeah. Hey, this is a cool this is selenite. Let me show you. It's a cool little orb that I got from the witch shop back home in Nice. I think it's like one of the most beautiful things I own. because it's really weirdly translucent, because it's like fiber optic basically. Shit does not look real. Damn, this shit 5 minutes. Bro, this is about to be like a 20-minute video. Fuck. Probably more. Hold on. Oh, I can't rewind because it's Twitch. But what else happened? What else should I talk about? There are so many things. Because I can't stop thinking. I don't want to stop thinking. Although it's good to be clear-minded sometimes. Okay. I don't want to fixate on this though, because it gets like soppy. I was gonna say, like, talking about girls again, in the sense of what do I want to do. And I think I've decided that I'm so infinitely happy already by myself in my own company. I love myself so much, and I feel when I look inward and think to myself in my own thoughts, I feel like I'm already I already have company within myself. Like I have a metaphorical other Tyler, which is within my head, which I can close my eyes and just relate to and talk to. I think I've always had that since I was a kid. That's gonna sound like the corniest shit anyone's ever heard, but yeah, I've always just done that since I was a kid. Like, I've closed my eyes and thought, like, should I say hello Tyler to my own head, and then like pretend to have a conversation with myself in my own head. That shit is so funny. That shit is so wannabe edgy. Anyways, but yeah, damn, this shit is so like unorganized. Hey man, who cares? But yeah, I think I'm so happy infinitely within myself that, say, a partner, I think a partner is a different area of happiness, which they both contribute to the grand sum of your happiness, if you want to quantify it, which I wouldn't. But I did say infinitely. Anyways, they're both things which, you know, contribute, but I think it's a different area of happiness, which is optional. And I think that's the thing I've been struggling with, because it's optional. You don't need to do it. It's all your choice. You know, who you want to be with, or what kind of connection you want to have with someone. But I think I just always fantasize to myself about having like a lovely dreamy girlfriend or something, but it's not something I think I need. I don't find it necessary in the slightest. I just think it's fun to imagine. But then I even said to one of my friends, you know, my soulmate Ella, basically my best friend, I said to her, what did I say? Oh my god, I just lost my train of thought. Is this shit still recording? It is, bro. Oh my god. I'm gonna save this. But I said to my best friend that what the fuck? Yo. Old nigga baby, bro. Fuck this nigga, bro. Hey, it wouldn't be a Bruce stream without this nigga, bro. Anyways, look. I said to my best friend, that I do wanna, like, there is a part of me which just, I'm not even gonna say there is a part of me. I do want to, you know, I want to have a girlfriend, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I want to have a lovely ass sweetheart who I can like just express doses of love to, you know, very, very passionate doses of love to. You know, I already feel love. I already feel it a lot with my family and friends, and I do express it. But I think romance is something which is a different area. I'm not going to quantify them for which one's more or less. I'm just going to say it's a different area. It's a different type of love and affection. But it would have to be a mutual understanding between both of us. You know, a mutual compassion which doesn't require much, something unconditional. And without restrictions, without expectation. Which I think is totally possible. Just whether someone's compatible with that, which obviously there will be. But I'm not stressing about that. I'm not going out my way to find that. I'm on Hinge and all that or whatever. And I do go out on dates. But whether or not it works out that's just whatever, you know. It's whatever happens, happens. But I've been on a few nice dates. You know what I mean? I've been on like a few hella nice ones. And yeah, I do get like dreamy after I have the dates. Like I'll be thinking of the girl I want to date with, and I'll be like, yo, she's so fire, and like damn, she's like hella cute. But I'm not obsessive. I can't obsess anymore. I think I've lost that part of me, which I'm happy about. I don't regret that, because that part was a shortcoming. Not a shortcoming. It was a breach. No, it was a weak point in my sense of security. I've been using that word so much, like sense of security. Oh my god, finally. Anyways. Yeah. Bro, this shit about to turn into a long ass vid. This finna be like 36 minutes or some shit. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about boring ass existential stuff and I say existential. I was just talking about girls. Why am I over deeping it? Yo, this is so funny. Bruce, scroll up. Oh my fucking god. Wait, how long has that been? I don't know if my microphone's been recording for the past like few minutes. Okay, I scattered out a tiny bit just then because I didn't know if my phone was recording, but it was recording. Also, I think these candles are making my room hella hot because I got my window closed. But that's the thing, it's getting hella cold out right now. Winter is literally coming. We're damn near in autumn. What the fuck? Bruce ugly as shit. Nah, but hey look. Hey look. Hey look. Hey look. I think maybe this is a good place to wrap up. I think first I wanna show random stuff. I got this bud from my dad, which I don't know if I can show this on YouTube. I really don't know. But it's just some, you know, some loud, which I want to smoke at some point, but I'm not a smoker, so it's got to be the right time. But I got my candle, hella beautiful. My books. I must have showed this already in the last one. You know, I've got some nice pieces of philosophy. These are the big boy ones, which I need to read. I got Nicomachean Ethics by Aristotle. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't know. Some Redditors gonna correct me. Some Redditors won't correct me because no one's gonna see this vid. Got Spinoza Ethics, Carl Jung, Memories, Dreams and Reflections. Got some more in there, but I can't remember what I have in there. Some just old books. And then loads of old books. Loads and loads of old books. My clothes, my drip has increased so much since a year ago. It's not even quantifiable. Like, my entire sense of style is just, it's gone through like 256 metamorphoses. Gloves up here. I can't wait to start wearing gloves again and wearing big hats again. These pretty things all around. This guy, he's an old toy I used to have. I think I'm gonna open the window right after this. Shout out Jago for getting me this beautiful piece of check. What would you call it again? Merchandise? And there's another word. Can't remember. But yeah. Hey man. I got my iPhones, which I got from Boss Man at the road. Got a bunch. And some more down here. I've got my iPhone 5C. Look at this shit. I've got the MRG lock screen. Hold up. And then when you get into the greatness, you get to the Illuminati shit, bro. What the fuck? Hey, what the fuck? They got unlock the secrets of the universe with this shit? What the fuck? You don't want to know what's on this phone. Real talk, you don't want to know what's on this phone. Literally, I got like 322 files sent to me by the FBI and shit, like, about all the secrets of the US government. Yeah, I'm about to air out their whole shadow government and shit. I'm just chatting. Shit, I'm tired. What time is it? 3:30 a.m. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep after this. What the fuck? Wait, I don't know if I'll show that. I don't know if YouTube's gonna flag it. Fuck it, who cares? Yeah. I think I'm done. And this stuff is too long already. This is gonna be so long. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I say you guys, I'm not gonna lie, this is all for well, I'm posting on YouTube, so it's for other people as well, but a lot of it is just for myself. But if other people enjoy it, then I'm happy, because I like bringing any form of inspiration to others or any form of entertainment. But yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you did watch this, I wonder who would watch this. It's my close friends, I guess. But if you did watch this, then wow, like, thank you. But I doubt anyone will. This is gonna get 2 views. But look, yeah, hope you guys have a good one. Yeah, have a damn good one.